Hey, so I went along Highway 86 south from Palm Springs on the 7th of March, 2020, and just maybe a mile before Desert Shores, I stopped at a location where I parked my truck and walked a good mile and a half to a tree that is one of my favorite subjects to photograph at the Salton Sea, but certainly do not want to do it in the summer. I only do, even just go to the Salton Sea when it's cool. The summer it stinks and there's a lot of flies, but this tree is just absolutely incredible to me, and I would love to have seen it in its original state back in the day. Of course, it was obviously in water, depending on how old it was or is during the time that the water had covered the area. But anyway, I got up early morning and was going to go to the pumpkin patch in Ocotillo Wells, but never made it. That's another story. I spent a good 4 hours on the west side of the Salton Sea yesterday. So anyway, there was a nest that when I discovered the tree back in, I think, 2014 or 2015, I took my telescope and photographed a great blue heron nesting in the nest. And of course, I would travel out there during sunrise. Speaking of, I never was out there. I'd like to take a photo of the Milky Way with that tree, but it's just not happened. But yeah, the water's receded so much. Getting the cool shots of sunrise with the nest in March of 2015, and yesterday, it's just hard to believe how much water has receded over the course of 5 years. And hopefully the Salton Sea Authority will be able to figure out a plan to at least save a good part of the body of water, because there's a lot of people that live there that enjoy it. Anyway, I spent a couple hours photographing the tree and went to Salton City. Been there many times. There was a kind of a flea market going on. I didn't photograph it. It was right across the street from Captain Jim's restaurant, which is open, by the way. It just doesn't open until later on in the day, and I happened to be there early. And I decided to get in a few black and white shots and visited a pier that I've been to many times. And across the street, there's kind of like what you might want to call a boat ramp area, or lagoon, if you will. And there's still a little bit of water in it, but there you have it. And at the end of the street, there's an interesting house with some kitschy items. Then I just started traveling around along the coastline, but of course the coastline is the water is much further from the coastline. And along the route, I forget what the road is, as a joke, somebody has kept the idea of a golf course going. And of course, this year, I noticed a little, fake grave site, which I had not seen before. I don't know how long it's been there, but I thought it's pretty funny. You got to pick up your divots if you're when you're swinging and tossing grass. So there's a yacht club drive, and everything is, not getting water. It doesn't rain enough. The palm trees are dead. And there is a comparison of the water receding within the past several years. 6 years, 5 years, 6 years. And anyway, it was a decent day, and I ended up going to the clubhouse at Vista Del Mar Estates, and there was a very nice person there. She let me in and photographed a little bit, and went out back, and I was quite frankly surprised that they had the pool going, but it's an active area where people who can park their RVs and stay and swim and go along and view areas, you know, go to Anza Borrego, that sort of thing. All right, well, hope you enjoyed the video clip. And I'm not much into making videos, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be posting more photos later. All right, thanks.